We talked to dozens and dozens of employers, and we heard the same thing from all of them. They struggle with attraction, retention, and engagement of employees. And at the Women's Fund, we really deeply understand the barriers that our lower wage folks in our community are facing. So the toolkit is a bridge between these pain points that the companies are experiencing and some really actionable, concrete solutions that they can implement in-house that help them retain this set of workers. The Women's Fund was working on a project in Boone County, Kentucky to get more women into manufacturing jobs. And we were fairly successful at getting them through the certification and into those jobs, but they weren't lasting. And we thought perhaps it was a skills issue. It turned out not to be a skills issue at all. It was the other barriers in their life that was preventing them from being productive and participating fully in the workforce. So we looked at things like transportation and childcare and scheduling practices and realized that there was a real opportunity for innovation in those policies that would have a positive effect on those workers.
Sat down with her and talked about some of the stuff that I was doing for Zoo Access for All, and she talked to me about some of the stuff that she was doing with the employee toolkit. And then I took it back to work and I handed it off to our HR director who really ran with the program. So it was just easy, applicable stuff that we could implement sort of like turnkey and make a few minor adjustments and benefit our frontline employees. And one of the things I've asked for is a washer and dryer, because we give them a couple of zoo polos. We call them Zooniforms. And for me, when I'm like at home doing my laundry, I can do that at home in my basement while I'm cooking dinner. You know, if you don't have that luxury and you have to go to a laundromat and you only get two, that means, and you're expected to wear a clean uniform to work, you're basically doing laundry every other day to make sure that you have a clean uniform. So it's things like that that are just making us sort of rethink our path and how we do business.
As any senior leader will tell you, businesses only thrive when their employees are thriving. And oftentimes, when we look at diversity and inclusion, we're looking at gender and race and ability, but we don't always look at socioeconomic inclusion, and that's what the toolkit really works at. What are some specific barriers that our lower wage workforce are encountering day to day, whether that be transportation or childcare or scheduling or other barriers? How as employers can we really understand those barriers? And when we address those, we see more productive employees. We see less turnover. We see more engagement in our companies, and that's great for everyone.